Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast, Music and Musicians, brought to you by Inspired Music Center. At Inspired Music Center, we unleash your unique musical journey. So, our topic today is going to be choir politics. This is a topic that most choirs and most singing groups or organizations don't want to talk about because it will go to the heart of our choirs. But anyway, we must speak about it. We must know where issues are and correct them. So if you are a choir member, a worship leader, a gospel artist, a music director, a church leader, a musician, or someone interested in choir matters, this podcast is for you. I am your host, Peter Keraro. So, what is choir politics? Choir politics is a very wide topic that we can discuss a whole day, but it basically entails choir leaders wanting power without accountability. They don't want to be questioned. They don't want to explain to the members their actions. So they just want to be supreme leaders in their groups. Choir politics is also about choir leaders or people concerned with the choir favoring certain individuals. And this favor comes in the name of spirituality. They tell you that it is the Holy Spirit or that person has a higher calling than you. So that is favoring specific individuals to certain tasks, like being soloist or leading a certain song in the worship. So it is also the kind of leadership where the leader fears. The leader fears losing. The leader fears leaving power. They're always living in fear, so they will always have all manner of promises and all kind of weird things that they will do for the choir, forgetting the main purpose of the choir. It also entails lack of transparency. Wherever the choir is, maybe it's sung somewhere, you are honored and appreciated by a certain kind of a token. They don't want to be transparent. They don't want to tell you why they made a certain decision, why things are going the way they are going. So choir politics can also include the choir leaders or those involved in decision making wanting to control talent. They don't want you to sing at specific places. Like they want to control the way you will grow and the way you will use your talent, forgetting that your talent is God-given and you should use it in the best way possible. After all, even our Bible says that we are given our talents to help us grow and create an income and even feed ourselves. So sometimes you find that they want to manipulate and control the way you are going to use your talent. They don't want you to sing, for example, in the neighboring church. So these are some of the things that bring about this dirty choir politics, which we want to discuss or which we are discussing today. So, what is the importance of faith in leadership? Because most of these things that our choir leaders do, they base them on faith. They'll tell you that it is for the sake of faith that we, for example, don't want you to sing somewhere. Or, for example, we want someone to always lead for the sake of our faith and something. So they don't want to help you grow. What is the importance of faith in this leadership? Faith should help our leaders build and empower our gifts. So by believing that God gave you this gift, you should use it in the best way possible to empower yourself and also to empower the skill that you've been given by using it to help others and help others grow, nurture their coming talents. Faith also allows us to question. So faith is not limited. You're allowed to question whatever you're supposed to do, so that by the time you're doing it in good faith, like you're doing it for the good of others. Faith also builds, because if I believe that I can do something by faith, I will keep working on it until I am good or I'm better at whatever I'm supposed to be doing. So faith is very important in our choir leadership and even to the choir members. But sometimes it is misused, and that is why I want to point out a few ways that faith is misused. Number one, faith can be misused to silence the voice of the members, the dissenting voices. Sometimes the leaders want to do something fishy. They want to put in their programs without consulting the members. So they might give an excuse of faith, like our faith demands this. So faith can be used to silence these dissenting voices. Is it good really to silence people's voices using faith? I think this is something that we've also seen in our national politics and whatever. So let's answer this question in the comment section. Is it good to use faith to silence people's voices? Faith can also be misused to manipulate loyalty. So the leaders, with their fear of losing power and not wanting to be accountable, might use faith to make sure that they manipulate you, so that you cannot question where your resources were used or why things are happening in a certain way. Faith can also be misused by the people concerned discouraging your growth. Like they don't want you to put your effort beyond what they want you to do. Like for example, if you sing in a choir, church choir, they don't want you to go and outside the box and maybe record your own music, because they will say that their faith does not accept you to do that. Is it really okay to do that? So faith can be used to discourage growth of you as a choir member. So I think we should use faith for the interest of our members, for the interest of our growth. I want us to ask ourselves, does God really fear dialogue? Does he fear you to question why things are happening the way they are happening? I need to get your responses. So, how does the clash come about in our choirs with this issue of choir politics? So, some people get into the choir, and after giving a lot of their time, a lot of their resources, they feel that they should be paid. They feel that whatever they are doing is beyond calling, so they should be paid. And these are issues that should be addressed even before you join the choir. You should be knowing that, for example, in a church choir, people are not paid to sing. But now if you come with that mentality that I should be paid, you see already, you're already coming up with an issue that will come up to grow as part of the politics in the choir. The other issue is the issue of contracts and trust. So you feel like you want to write a contract with your choir so that you can describe what you should be doing, because you feel like you don't trust even the leadership. You don't trust whatever they are telling you to do. You don't trust the other members. So there's this issue of the contract. Is it a contract actually first, in the first place? So the contract versus trust. You don't trust your leaders. The other issue is the discipline in terms of rehearsal discipline, and spiritual excuses. So you tell someone that we shall be meeting for choir practice at 2. They say that at that time is when I'm supposed to be going to pray, and God will help me sing well. So you see, in as much as you are in a choir and you're also spiritual, you also need to know that you need to practice. So because this is also a profession, and professionalism must also be maintained in the church choirs. So we need to balance this issue of spiritual issues and discipline in terms of rehearsal. The other issue is who owns the music. This goes straight to our music directors or our choir trainers. Sometimes they write music and they feel like they are the owners of the music. They don't want it to be used. We have also seen these cases. Some even end up in court. So who owns the music? For example, if I write music for my church and I give it to them to sing it, who owns that music? Is it the church or the musician? This is a topic for another day, but you can as well keep giving us your comments on who owns this music. Is it the composer or the church? I think this varies depending on where you go to church and what you believe in. So let's keep engaging on that. The other issue that brings about the clash is credit and recognition. You want to be recognized for the work that you do, for the long hours of practice that you sacrifice and attend. So you always want to be given credit, you want to be paid, you want people to recognize you. Wherever they sing, they say that this song was composed by a certain person. So these are some of the issues that bring about clash in choir structures. So should we be discussing these issues? Why should we not ignore all these issues that I'm talking about today? So I think if we ignore these issues, our choirs end up getting tired. Our choir members get burned out. They get tired because they lack a better place or a better way to express their issues, the issues that are really hurting them. And we need to make it open. So that is why we need to discuss. That's why I'm starting this discussion, so that we can discuss in our choirs. What are the real issues? If they are not discussed, sometimes they'll also bring about secret resentment. Find that some group of choir members are really against the decisions that are being made and the trajectory of the choir. So if we don't discuss, you see, there will always be a group that is burning, really burning. They want this issue resolved, but they fear to talk about them. There will also be a decline in the quality of worship. This decline is brought about by, for example, talented singers leaving the church, leaving the choir and even the church, because they had issues that were not addressed, and now they feel like the only way they can be at peace is by leaving the choir and leaving the church. So we also need to look at it. If we don't encourage them to talk, what are the repercussions that are going to come? sometimes you find that gospel music is also losing credibility, because some of these issues that we are harboring in our choirs are very important, and there is no space to discuss them. So the members feel like, I should not be singing in such a choir where I am not at peace, I don't have peace. So at the end of the day, you find that they are losing credibility. You feel like you are preaching water and taking wine. So these issues should really be discussed and should not be ignored. So I'm going to give ways that can be used to make our choirs healthy. So among the things that I will propose is clear leadership structures. We need to know who is the head. Do we have a chair? Do we have a treasurer? Do we have a secretary? Do we have a choir director? What are their roles? And what are the roles of the members? So we need to have a clear structure. Then we need to give equal opportunities to all members. Everyone who comes to the choir, or most of the people who join the choir, join because they believe they are talented. So it is the responsibility of the choir leadership to help this person grow. And as this person grows, they should be given an opportunity just like the rest to sing, to lead in the praise and worship or in the choir. Everyone should have an equal opportunity. We should also have mentorship in our choirs. We should encourage the young ones to come and join us. Let the choir include young people, old people, people of all ages. So also encourage people to learn the instruments, because sometimes if you're an instrumentalist, you might not be there. Will the instrument stay or lie idle? We need other people. So encourage mentorship. Even in leadership, let other people also experience leadership and know what challenges you go through. After all, you just leave all these positions in this world. So in heaven we'll be singing, and there'll be no leadership ranks for anyone. So to just be singing and we'll be angels. Okay, so another way of making our choirs healthy is by making it safe for everyone to give feedback. If I feel annoyed by a certain decision or something that happened and I didn't like it, I should feel safe to express it and let it be discussed so that we can come to a good conclusion. Our church choirs especially need to have retreats and seminars to encourage spiritual growth, so that we can know how to solve our issues and what our faith entails, so that we cannot be manipulated, like we said in the first place. We also need skill development. You need to develop your skill. If you are a drummist, you need to make it better and better always, because the church choir or the choir that you attend is a space for you to grow your talent. So you cannot keep stagnating because you are in a church choir. You should always strive to grow and get better. So what should our leaders do? To solve this issue of choir politics, our leaders should really listen more to their members. Let them give you ideas and views. Even as you propose your own plans, let them also share their vision, so that we can deliberate and have a clear vision that includes everyone. Number 2, our choir leaders should explain their decisions. Why am I going to do this? Like, if we're going to buy a bus, why are we going to buy a bus? Do we really need this bus? So you need to let all the members understand why a certain thing is happening. Why are we having practice at 2 p.m. and not at 4 p.m.? So let the members feel involved and engaged. We should also strive as leaders to develop our people. Let them grow their talents. Let them feel like they are always empowered. They also always have a space to grow. Do not contain the members. If they can have a space to even improve more their skill, let them do it, so that at the end of the day we can have the best performers or the best singers in our choirs, the best organization, the best leadership. Everything should just feel good. So for the choir members, this is what you should do. Number one, you should really pray and encourage. Pray for your leaders and encourage them in the leadership process. You should also pray for yourself and meditate about what you're doing and what you should be doing and how you're going to solve all these issues that come about in our choirs. So make sure that if you are, especially in a church choir, you are very prayerful and you take time to listen to yourself and also to God's voice. Number two, you should know your boundaries. What are my boundaries as a choir member, or as an instrumentalist, or as a choir chairman, a choir leader? You should know your boundaries and keep them well. You should also document agreements. If we agreed that we are going to buy a specific machine, maybe keyboard, we should document it and make sure that we fulfill whatever agreement that we had. If we are going to have a certain project on a certain date, that project should happen on that date. And in case of changes, we should communicate effectively. So that is one of the importance of documenting our agreements, so that they're not broken just in any way. And as I said, always try to develop your craft. Try to make it better. If you are a vocalist, try to make your voice better always. If you are an instrumentalist, try to be the best. And most importantly, always keep your heart clean. I think in the Beatitudes we hear that those who have a clean heart will see heaven. So always keep your heart clean. Always be ready to forgive, be ready to listen, and be ready to encourage and empower. I hope this has been educative and good. So if you found it good, I am kindly requesting you to subscribe, share, comment, and also give us your stories. Share your stories. You can share on the comment section or even on our email, inspiremusiccenter24@gmail.com. You can also suggest the topics that you want us to share concerning our choirs. See you next time.